tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket coupe, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 2nd and inches, Powell slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Play action now. Cousins. That'll be caught. And the ball is knocked out. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run with Cook. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Cousins. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. From the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen from 3 yards out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down. Hal back to pass. He completes this to Cole Turner. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. It's Hal with another throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Six yards left on second down.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action. Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second and very short, Cousins.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On play action, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Chase Young
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Joseph's got it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Howell throwing again after the pick-6.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now Howell.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
DJ Wadham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
One. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now Cousins.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Done. Good routes here.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
One. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Clark.
To throw is Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake, Cousins. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
They're going to try and run. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 11 now. Powell, that's out to the flat for Gibson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Zadarius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Zadarius Smith switched teams, but never left the NFC North, going from Green Bay to Minnesota in the offseason. Had a back injury in 2021, but 26 sacks in 2 seasons as a Packer prior to that.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Play
fake. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Throwing after the interception. Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins.
Rager catches it left side.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now at FedEx Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red. Excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
easy. Wide. One. Go ahead.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Powell. He's got Turner. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down, Howell to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 2. Howell now to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. It's Howell with another throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins now. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Complete, it's Dodson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. That's to his running back. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Howell out of the shotgun. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. That could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Cousins to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On play action, Cousins. Flush to his right. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Good route, Jimmy.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
I don't know, man. This is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Minnesota,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they scream.